I wouldn't answer any questions.
I'd ask them some questions. How tall am I? Why don't you get a fucking tape measure and figure it out for yourself, dipshit? You're talking to him, he doesn't want to be your friend. He wants to make money for the state or put you in jail for it. Is that somebody's personal vehicle he's leaning up against? Hold up. No, maybe he's not completely leaning up against it. It looked like he was bouncing on it. Tell him to get his piggy ass off my vehicle if that was mine.
Yeah, if it truly is just like emotions or something like that, I mean, we'll let you just cool off and get back on your way.
Listen, she's having a rough night, a relationship crisis, and these guys are harassing her.
I think that's what I think that's in their job description, isn't it? Private citizen harassment. I think that's what they get paid for. These guys will go in after the stop and have a little, throw a couple dollars in some G-strings before they get back to stealing your fucking money. They're probably upset that she pulled into a public area so they couldn't ask for special favors to let her off. Yeah, here comes the second hero out of his hero mobile. Come on, baby. Let me take you home tonight. I won't arrest you till the morning. We got another hero showing up. Watch it. This guy will run us over. Won't think twice about it. Probably run me over and then write me a ticket for it.
$10,000 comments or what? You got 10,000?
I got one comment for you.
Do we not have free speech in this country?
Let's go
Can we
fuck
not make
yourself.
10,000, maybe 10,001? What's the attitude about?
I got a comment for you. It's called get run over at a traffic stop. Evening. At least your cordial jackass there showed up with sass and attitude. Oh,
you.
Deputy Tyrant? I got it. He shows up with an attitude. Who gives a fuck about his name? You can suck his dick all you want. You take this with you, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, he's very nice to her. Look at him all laughing and smiling.
It's because he wants in her pants. I'm really sorry about your relationship troubles. I sure would like to take you out tonight. Oh, I don't have to be off duty. We can fuck in the back of my vehicle. Looks like we're gonna do a little FST. I guess the other two weren't confident enough in their field sobriety test training to do it themselves. All right, young lady, I'm gonna need to slap you on the ass, and depending on the tone of your squeal, we'll decide if you're drunk or not.
Stay in that position, like lady. You're going to do from that position, you're going to take 9 steps.
Did he fucking show you how to do it?
No, he probably would fail it. He's probably drunk. I'd like to see an example of how to get hit by a car, and he can demonstrate.
Right there, we're dry. You can take the wheels off.
Might have spoken too soon.
Well, you know.
Okay, stay there. Stay there like that. Okay, ready? Over there. 1, 2, gotta watch me. 3. This was time.
I don't know if you could do it, dude.
Very good, officer.
Good? Yep. Gotta keep your hands down at your side the whole time.
The turnaround's fucked up.
Most people can't do that turnaround right.
You gotta fucking practice it.
Yeah.
Should be like the warm-ups before you got in the car every thing, man. Give her a ride home.
I don't know if I trust her in his vehicle.
Fuck. I'll ride along with him.
I don't know if I trust you in his vehicle. There's Dick Nuts over there.
Even if I could call my mom, I think I don't if I'm not good enough, you know, like I look at it like call my mom and come here.
Shoulders, we can get it on. Okay.
And I'm just
If you guys are gonna still be filming when we walk through here, just stand over there, please.
What's that?
If you guys are still gonna be filming, can you guys move? Because he's gonna walk her over here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just move out of the way? Sure. Thank you.
Nope. You can open the door. You can put it right on my neck if you want. What's that?
Looks like her car's still running. They're gonna leave it sit over there and run out of gas. Are you leaving, Hero? Maybe he's gonna park her car for her. Never know. I know. I'm talking shit about the Heroes, but he was alright. Professional, but that doesn't change my belief about the fact that they're either direct or indirect tyrants, just for the profession itself acting and answering on behalf of tyrants. There's no way to separate the two. He might be a good person in his off time, but once he puts on that uniform, he is doing the will, either ignorantly or consciously, for tyranny, in my opinion. So, fuck him. Got another one down there. Got any donuts in there?
What?
Got any donuts in there? I'm hungry.
Donuts?
Yeah.
No, you can go to Super One and get from them.
I can.
All the time.
Appreciate it.
Super One.
I should have known better. They don't like to share. Look, he's already calling in revenue collection. Oh, he's looking at doing it. He was calling in the tag. I saw him with his radio up. Ready to collect some more revenue.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. I told you. There's Trooper right there. Well, I'll give him this. At least they're not standing around with their hands on their guns or barking ridiculous orders. Here comes Sergeant Shit Attitude. Well, looks like we're gonna do a little preliminary breath test.
Would you guys mind leaving for her sake? She just asked you if you guys would leave for her sake.
I'm not leaving.
Okay, perfect. She asked you guys.
I know,
Yeah.
we're not here for her.
He asked why.
She thinks you guys are the ones keeping her safe, but honestly, you're not. You're probably going to take her to a cage, right? She hasn't done anything to anyone.
Is she going to a cage? Is she going to a cage? Well then, that's why we're here. I'm not standing around with the authority to shoot you because I think you have something in your hand, or kill your puppy, or put you in jail, kidnap you. I'm not the one with that authority at this point. You are. I know. How dare I talk about the Heroes?
They could just take her home safe, but instead they're going to take her to a cage.
Well, the state needs money, and what's better than revenue collectors in uniforms? I'll give him props, though. At least he asked and didn't try to bark ridiculous. Oh, you can't be here. So he gets commendation for that. He asked appropriately. I appreciate that. You asked us to leave. You weren't barking ridiculous orders. You just asked. And I appreciate that. Well, absolutely.
What's a good distance? Well, I know, but I mean, could I come 2 steps closer? Like, what would be, how is that unsafe if I came 2 steps closer? Right, but you're going to take away my freedom, so I can't move 2 steps closer, right? What would happen if I did move 2 steps closer? So if I do it, nothing's gonna happen? Is that what you're saying? If I did it, you're not gonna put your hands on me?
He's gonna OC you, and then he's gonna beat you down. He's gonna claim you're resisting. Look, you can't argue with the people that get quasi-military training at the Doc JT.
You're okay as long as you stay over there, because you're free over there. But if
It's
you take
tactics.
2 steps closer, then I might tackle you and take you to a cage.
If he's really concerned about us, he shouldn't put his back to us. And I
So
can
why do
appreciate
I have to
that.
stay here? That was my point. There was another dude that walked right by you when you were standing over there. You didn't say anything to him.
You can't ask him valid questions, because then their only fallback is, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you. When you're that brainwashed, sheep-tarded, there's no conversation to be had. Like I said, direct or indirect tyranny. You either work for the tyrants and you think you're doing good, but you're still acting on behalf of tyrants, so you're a tyrant, or you want to be a tyrant, so you dress up as one.
I keep my distance because I know that if he had just the slightest amount of fear, he's going to start shooting, punching.
Well, the problem is half of them that get hired today because they lowered their standards are quota hires, and so they're quick to fall back on deadly force and use of force. Like I said, I've tried to have civil conversations with them. Most of them can't do it because they can't defend their positions.
Don't stick your tongue on it.
Okay, I'm gonna put my tongue on
Okay. Hang tight.
Got him another one.
Hang tight. You're fine. Okay, you get that.
It's looking like this one is pretty much over. I really want to move down to that one. But I'm going to hold off and see if she walks away, which it looks like she's going to go away with some paper to deal with.